What's up, everybody? Once again, I'm Kevin Mumphrey with Win Radio doing another artist spotlight. And today we're going to Florida, of all places, Orlando to be exact. We're talking to R&B singer AugustRayne. How are you doing today?
I'm good. What's up? What's up? How you doing?
I am great. So, what got you started in music?
Well, I started in music because I grew up in the church. I'm a church girl, and just singing in the choir from that started from there. And my family music runs in my family. Like everybody sings, everybody's musical. So just growing up, seeing my older cousins and family singing, that's really how I really started just singing because of that.
Now, you hear a lot of singers say that they started in church. What does the church do for you as a singer?
It's my roots. I feel like like I'll always and God for sure is always a part of my life. And so I feel like learning how to sing and harmonies and all that type of stuff, like in a choir, like I think that's why it's so different for us because we had to learn how to hold our own in the choir, like especially my little self. I was young, in the choir with all the big kids. So like just having to like hold your note while you're hearing this part and that part. And so I feel like it just helps you as far as that part, yeah, like harmonies and just singing strong and stuff.
So, what got you from singing in the church to diverting into R&B?
Let's see. Probably because of who I'm very inspired by. A lot of artists. I really like Jasmine Sullivan and Brandy, and I didn't start listening to like my own music honestly until high school though, and I just love that sound. Like I just love R&B so much and like the smoothness and the lyrics, especially like old school R&B, like Brandy, Monica, all them, like they really, had a particular sound that I really liked. And I think that's why I like it more just because of like how it sounds and the feeling and, all that. That's really how I got on to R&B.
So, I'm guessing you write your own songs, right?
Yes, sir, I do.
So what kind of what things do you like to express in the music you write?
For me, I say this a lot too. So when it comes to writing music, I allow myself to be as dramatic as possible. I'm already a dramatic person, but like when it comes to songwriting, I'll be extra dramatic. So, um, when I'm not able to express because I don't really like talking about feelings, like I'm not the type of person, I put it in a song, you know what I'm saying? Because it's not so easy to like talk about how you're feeling, when you're not feeling your best or when you're going through something, whether it's relational or like or just like with anybody really. It doesn't always have to be a relationship, but I feel like it's always better for me to put it in a song, to put it to a melody, to sing it out, that type of thing, just to really like let it go. Cause I bottle stuff in, so that's my chance to let it go, and that's how I do it.
So when you first performed, did you perform for like maybe school people that you went to school with, or did you perform for the
The
family?
the first time the first thing that comes to memory when I think of like performing or singing in front of a like anybody was in church. I don't even remember the song, but I remember practicing, my little ad libs and stuff. And it was at my uncle's church, and I led a song there. And I was in elementary school, so definitely like 6, 5, 6 around that age had to have been like young. So that was the first time I can recall like singing in front of like a crowd of people.
Now, we hear ad libs are very popular, and for someone who doesn't know, like, what do ad libs kind of do for a song, at least for you?
Oh, I feel like it can. It doesn't make a song, but it definitely adds to it. Like there's so many popular ad libs. Like I don't know, it just adds to it. It adds to it. It adds some soul. It adds something to it. Um, Especially for me, like I know when I ad lib, it's like I'm really going for it. So on the end part of a chorus or the chorus when it's at the end of the song, I'm like talking about what I'm talking about. So I'm really letting it out. I'm really, going for it, putting it all in.
So, like, in the stuff you write, have you like written about like past relationships or relationships with friends of yours in your music?
Yeah, like I said, I'm a little dramatic. So, it could be a small thing and I can make it a big thing for me. And sometimes it's not a small thing, but I guess I convince myself it's a small thing just because so it won't be, so I won't be too messed up about it. But yeah, like in my single messed up, that was definitely something that was like somebody had me messed up, and I just had to get that out, and that's how I was feeling in the moment. Like and yeah, that's how I was feeling in the moment. So as far as that, yeah.
So is singing like is it still like therapeutic for you?
For sure. I think music in general, like that, it'll always be therapeutic for me. And I always said the moment that it's not something I enjoy, the moment that it's not a release for me anymore, then I'll step back and let I'll step back and let whoever got the show rocket, because it's always like, and I've tried stepping away from music before. I'll say that I've tried to what, maybe I shouldn't do this, maybe I should just do something else. I always come right back. It's like I love it so much. It's really how I express myself. Because as I stated, I'm just not an expressive person, but music, it always does that. And like you'll be like, oh, that's how you feeling right now. You'll hear it in the music, even if I'm not saying it. Even if I'm smiling, whatever the case, you know what's going on when you hear the music. I feel like.
Now, when it comes to performing, do you have like a ritual you do to kind of get yourself prepared?
No. The only thing I could say is I pray before anything. I always pray, just Lord, I mean, voice be right, may that I do the best that I can do. And as of now, that's the only thing, is just pray and make sure that I'm good, that I'm able to do my best.
Do you still kind of have like nervousness or anxiousness before you go on the stage?
Um, yes, because I'm a shy person, but I'm learning to get out of that, I feel like I have way too much potential to be, to let fear stop me. So I'm trying to get out of that shyness and um that shy stage that I've been in for a while. Um, so yeah, I'm just trying to get out of it.
You actually hear like a lot of great performers that are actually shy outside of the stage, like a
Mhm,
Beyonce or Michael Jackson. But when they're
mhm.
on stage, they turn into like this different persona. Is
Yeah.
that kind of something that you try to do for yourself?
Um, Whenever I get that big moment, I hope so. I hope I can turn it on. I think I'll be able to. I think I'll be able to. I'm gonna have to, I'm gonna turn up, give up a show. So yeah, I think I'll be able to do that. I think that's what I have to do.
But I mean, like praying kind of helps you with, I guess, your being shy. Does actually perform? Does it kind of helps you even in social situations, talking to people now?
Um, yeah, I have to get out of my head a lot when talking to other people, social situations, like you said. Yeah, I just have to be like, okay, let me just calm down, just chill, not overthink the situation, because I will do that in a heartbeat. Just be in the moment, just try to be myself is very important to me. And just remembering that I have to be myself. Can't be nobody else. I can only be August, I can only be me. So for sure, especially social situations, I have to stick to who I am. I can't try to, conform to what the crowd is doing around me, but just be me.
So, like for someone who hasn't been to Florida, what would
Mhm.
you say is the Orlando music scenes like?
I just checked out this one open mic night. It was really nice, very dope. It was very dope vibe called One Live Music. It was very dope spot. I haven't been to many, honestly. I'm going to get out for sure more, but because of COVID and everything, it wasn't as much open as when I moved out here. So but I'm looking forward to all the spots, all the cool spots, open mics, and it was like a lounge area. It was very cool, very nice vibe. It was getting lit up in there. So I'm looking forward to seeing more though, for sure.
Now, how did you navigate for yourself as an artist during COVID? Like, did you do a lot of writing, or like, how did you navigate through it?
I think during COVID, did I do a lot of writing? I think that's when I actually paused for a minute to see. I think that's one of the times I actually stepped away from music. But I did do some writing. But I think that's when I stepped and I was like, I was kind of like, I don't know if I want to do this, but now I'm back, to doing it or whatever. But during COVID, I think I was writing some. Um, yeah, just writing and collabing with other people too, as far as like producing and stuff like that, or just learning from other people. Um, but yeah, that's pretty much all I was doing. I was doing a little writing, but not a whole bunch though. I was doing covers. I was doing a lot of covers also. I have to say that.
Now, what would you say is like, what does R&B bring to music? because the popular form of music is hip hop, and at
Yep.
one point it was rock. But what does R&B? What do you feel that affects to adds to music?
Um, I feel like that's a good question. For me, I like R&B because, well, hip hop and pop. It's always, not saying R&B is not, but it's always very up tempo. It makes you wanna jump around. It's like party music kind of stuff. But R&B, like when it's late at night, I'm going on late night drive. I'm turning on to that. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm listening to that. I'm chilling. I'm vibing. It just creates such a vibe. Um, it's a lot of love music too. You're not gonna you wouldn't sing like a hip hop song to or serenade someone with that. You would sing a R&B song. You would go back to that. So I feel like that's what it brings to it. It's soul. It's all that. You know what I'm saying? All that it brings to the music.
Now, what do you feel as yourself? How do you feel that you add to R&B?
Uh, I want to say that I want to be someone who's like that young people like my age especially can see. I'm still figuring this out. I don't have it figured out at all. I'm very young. I'm only 21, so um I want them to see that I'm navigating through life just as everybody does, and I feel like social media plays a part in, as we feel like we have to have it together at a certain age, unfortunately, because of the time we're in. But I just want them to see me and realize that, hey, she doing her thing, even if she don't know, all of what it is that she might accomplish or whatever the case. Like she doing her thing though. She doing music and she's bringing something different. And God is always in my life, and I don't want anybody to ever like confuse that, because I want people to see me and see that also. Even if I do sing R&B, he in control of everything anyway. But I feel like that's also different about me, is because I'm gonna stay grounded no matter what, and I just vowed to not let anything change me. So yeah.
Now, before we let you go, can you talk about your single that you currently have out?
Oh, my single that I currently have out is called "Messed Up." Like I said a little earlier, I was being a little dramatic, but some people got you messed up, so you got to talk your stuff a little bit. Just let them know. But yeah, I wrote this not too long ago, and Fantastic sent me the beat, and I was like, oh yeah, I went crazy on it, turned it around, and yeah, but it's out on all platforms. I'm on YouTube and everything, so y'all go get that. Messed Up, August Rain.
Well, August, thank you for taking time out for talking to us today,
Thank you for having me.
and I hope for great things in your future. I am once again Kevin Mumphrey with AugustRayne, and this is Win Radio.